Good afternoon. This is the weather briefing for Tuesday, January 31st. My name is Todd Carter. I'm a forecaster. We'll be talking about field and stream flooding problems with today in the near term, light snow Tuesday night into Wednesday, and dry weather further out into the week. Rain amounts Sunday night were the most significant over the Idaho Panhandle and extreme eastern Washington. The yellow numbers give a rough range of precipitation reports relayed to the National Weather Service. The heaviest rain fell from Sandpoint to Coeur d'Alene, where amounts were over an inch. The highest rain amounts came from Rathdrum area, where more than 2 inches fell in less than 24 hours. The next significant weather system will arrive Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Snow will fall in the mountains, and rain is expected over much of the Columbia Basin and Palouse. This system will bring the potential for light snow accumulations to lowland communities along and north of Highway 2. Generally, lowland accumulations will be less than 3 inches. The last 12 days have been particularly active in the Pacific Northwest. Above average precipitation has occurred since January 17th. This graphic shows the average jet stream position during the last couple of weeks. The jet has been largely directed into the Pacific Northwest, and numerous storm systems have brought rain, snow, and wind to Washington and Idaho. This active pattern will change significantly on Thursday. A much drier weather pattern will develop and likely linger for the next 10 to 14 days. The mountains of Washington and Idaho have gained considerable amount of snowpack in the last 2 weeks. This snow water equivalent graphic shows the amount of water contained in mountains snowpack compared to normal. 2 weeks ago, this graphic showed SWE, snow water equivalent, in the 65%-85% range over the inland Northwest. As of this morning, these percentages have improved to roughly 85% to 100% of normal. This is good news for our spring and summer water supply. This next graphic shows a time series of the increasing snow water equivalent at a snowtel site in the central Idaho Panhandle. This site is Sunset, Idaho Snowtel near Lookout Pass at an elevation of 5,540 feet. There has been a significant increase during the last 12 days in the yearly precipitation total and the snow water equivalent at this site. This particular site remains below average for the current water year, but shows a trend that is quite typical for the region. A much drier weather pattern is expected late this week. A large upper high pressure system will likely develop along the west coast Thursday. High pressure will divert the jet stream well north of Washington. Most medium to long range weather models predict that this dry weather pattern will continue for the next 8 to 14 days. And for the 8 to 14 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, calls for above average temperatures and below average precipitation. These outlooks are valid for February 7th through February 13th. In summary, minor flooding problems early this week, light snow by Wednesday morning, ending Wednesday evening, extended dry weather starting Thursday. Thank you very much.